Thanks for joining us tonight. First up at 5 o'clock, we start with developing news from the state capitol. Lawmakers are preparing right now to vote on whether to extend the governor's pandemic emergency powers.
And one key issue, obviously, is letting the school mask mandate expire at the end of the month. We do have team coverage on the debate tonight, but first we get the very latest from Chief Capitol reporter Susan Raff. Susan.
Erin, there is a lot going on here at the state capitol, and it's important to note that the governor has decided not to seek an extension on his emergency powers. But what lawmakers want to do is take up 11 executive orders that were put in place during the pandemic, and they want to extend those until at least April 15th. The only difference here is with masks, which have been controversial in our schools. That would end at the end of this month. Children have been wearing masks at school. Some support that, some don't.
Instead of a warm smile, I'm greeted with, "You got a mask?" or "Fix your mask," or "Sanitize your hands."
The state mask mandate was set to expire next Tuesday. Lawmakers are voting to extend that until the 28th of this month.
I urge adoption of the resolution.
If approved, school districts would be the ones to decide whether to keep masks in place after the state mandate ends. Republicans, however, say this puts too much pressure on our schools.
The time has come for our children to get back to a normal life, like so many of us have already been leading for the last year. Remove the masks on them. If parents want to continue to have masks on their children, that option can be provided.
But House Speaker Matt Ritter doesn't agree.
I don't think that certain public health measures can be solely left to parents when what your decision does could impact others. And that's the missing element here.
Another executive order that deals with schools is whether to shorten the school year, which is a mandatory 180 days. The combination of teachers being sick from COVID and snow days has some schools looking at extending the school year way into June. Governor Lamont doesn't support shortening the school year.
I want the kids in school more than ever.
The House Speaker says they're going to consider giving some schools a waiver, only schools with significant losses of days. Another item on the agenda today, extending boosters in nursing homes. The deadline to get boosters is actually the deadline is actually tomorrow. Lawmakers on both sides are talking about extending that. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 6, we'll have reaction to that. Plus, some drama here in the House chamber earlier today over required mask wearing. We are live tonight at the state capitol. Susan Raff, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Susan, we'll see you at 6 o'clock. Thank you. Right now,